So we're going over to, we're going over to the gym now. We're about 15 minutes away. We took the pre, which is the high blueberry flavor. And then we're going to head over to hit some legs. We're going to do our first leg day of the week, which is quad focused. And then we're going to move on to some biceps. We'll see what we start off with. Most likely is going to be hack squats. Because that's what we usually like to start off with on our first day. Something a little bit more isolated, but also pretty heavy. And the hack squat machine that we have at our gym, honestly, it's pretty good. Honestly, it's one of my not that I've used so many different hack squat machines, so I haven't used like a crazy amount of hack squats or machines like that. But I swear this one that we have at the gym just feels so good because it gives you tension at the bottom and then at the top throughout the whole movement. I just feel like I feel the weight throughout the whole thing. And I feel like that's what you need. You need to feel tension throughout different types of, throughout the movement. So to make sure that you're using your muscle as much as possible, you're creating that stimulus and whatnot. We're super excited because we're also going to be testing out the new camera today, which is the Sony ZV-E10. So we're going to be testing it out today. What I'm going to be doing, because I already got a tripod for the car, I'm going to have the tripod. I'm going to be doing car talks just on my phone. And then when it comes to the footage at the gym, I'm going to be using my camera. So that way it's a little bit easier on myself as well. And I don't have to also buy a different tripod for the camera entirely. So I'm just going to be using my phone. So enjoy those car talks on my phone. And then you'll notice that the quality is going to be a little bit better once I start using it during my lifts. But I will say that me and Angel have been stressing since we got the camera because there's just so many different functions to it. There's just so many different settings. There's so many different tutorials. It almost feels like it's my first day at the gym. You know, I feel like I have so much to learn, so many things to tweak. And so as I'm using the camera throughout the next month, just kind of bear with us, because we're trying to kind of get used to it, trying to learn it a little bit. So we're going to try to create the best content we can with the knowledge that we have, and then just stay tuned because we're going to be improving for sure. We're going to be taking like videos. We might even start doing a little bit tutorials of like little things at the gym that you can do with the camera, different little things as we kind of start learning. So we're super excited to just like kind of embark on something a little bit new outside of the gym, which is super awesome, where I'm going to be using the camera too for outside of the gym, probably like when I go out with like Jasmine or we go out with like family or things like that. So I'm super excited to play around with it and you know, use it for like in everyday things. So at some point I'll probably start also doing maybe like content at home. We'll see how that goes. But enough talking about the camera, because I know everyone came to look at the lift. So we're super excited about today because we're going to be going super hard. It is the second week of the cut. We're holding in pretty steady. We haven't been cheating or anything. I haven't been super like starving or anything. I feel like I started off really slow, which is good. So I usually would eat around 2,800 calories to 3,200 to 3,400 calories during my bulk, and now I'm sticking to just purely 2,400 calories and then adding some cardio in between some of those days. So every other day I'm doing cardio around 10 to 15 minutes, and then our workout's also pretty intense. So we're also like working out through there. I'm doing walking throughout the day and things like that. So I've also spaced out my meals pretty well, so that way I'm not starving at like 10 p.m. Because that's what you want to do on your cut. You want to make sure you're spacing things out so that way it's a successful cut and you're not starving at like 10 p.m. and you're more likely to, let's say, cheat on your diet during that time. So enough talking. Let's go ahead and now switch over to the footage. Let's see how it goes. Let's go ahead and do our first set of hack squats. We're going to be doing 2 plates and 30 on each side. And then if it feels pretty good, we'll either do one more set of these or we drop down maybe by 5 pounds and we do just the 25s. So we're gonna try to go as hard as we can with this one. We're gonna aim from 6 to 10, and hopefully we can get that. We'll see how it goes. Let's put some music. Let's do it.
I got it. Oh, 2 more. One more. Okay, we hit 8. Let's drop down maybe to just 25. Bicep exercise. We're gonna do some incline dumbbell curls. We're gonna stick from 6 to 10 reps. We'll see how many we can get on these. We'll probably do them 2 at the same time instead of like 1 at each, instead of one hand. Instead of one-handed, we're just gonna do both at the same time. And so we're gonna do these for 3 sets. And then we're gonna move on to, I'm thinking, some like preacher curls afterwards. But let's just try to go hard on these and see how it goes. Nice. Okay, I think we get 7 for that one. So what I'm gonna do is, I think for the next one, I'll probably go down to 27.5 and get a solid 8 on that next one. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's go ahead and now move on to our second set. Today has been a little troublesome just because we've been having to worry about the camera and making sure that the lighting's good just because we're getting used to it. So it just kind of sucks that we've been having to focus a little bit on that instead of like fully on the workout. So I know in the next few weeks, as I get a little bit more comfortable with the camera, the flow is just going to be a little bit better. So for right now, just bear with me as we kind of get used to it. But we're going to try to go hard. We're going to move down from 30s to 27.5. And we're gonna try to hit these from 6 to 8, but just try to get as many as we can. So we'll see. Okay, we got 8 on that one. we're probably gonna stick to this and try to hit another 8. Let's go ahead and do our last set of incline dumbbell curls, and then we're gonna move on to maybe some preacher curls, and then end off with some type of curl, man. Today's just all curls. And then we're gonna move on to the pump check, and then maybe we'll do forearms today. We'll see. We'll see. It's either that or I'll do forearms tomorrow. Okay. I honestly have no idea how many we got on that. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna move on to some preacher curls. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and do our first set of preacher curls. We're gonna do it one hand at a time. Keep it from 6 to 8, and then match each hand to the other one. So we're gonna just try to go as hard as we can. You wanna move it? You wanna move it? Móvelo. Móvelo. All right, we got 6. Let's get 6 on the other hand. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our second set. We're having a little bit of trouble with the camera. Honestly, it's pretty annoying today, just because we're trying to get used to it and everything's just coming out so super dark. So we're just trying to mess around with it, but it just kind of sucks because I've been focusing so much on the camera instead of my workout, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm gonna just try to go as hard as I can and finish this up. Ah. All right, let's match it. Okay, let's move on to our last preacher curl. We're gonna do this one for one more set, and then we're gonna move on to some type of curl with the cable machine. Let's just go hard on this. Okay, okay. Well, I'm about to go over there right now. All right, let's move over to the next one. Ah. No mames. Okay. Nice. Okay. We hit 8 on both. Let's go ahead and do some cable machine curls. Let's go ahead and do our last bicep exercise. We're going to be doing these for 2 sets. We started off with some incline bicep curls, and then we did some preacher curls, and now we're gonna finish off with some just cable. Um, I don't know what kind of attachment this is, but you'll see right now. We're gonna hit this for 2 sets from either way from 6 to 10, and then yeah, just try to go as hard as we can. Nice. Okay. We got 7 or 8, which is what we were aiming for. I'm thinking on the next one we'll stick to the same weight, which is 47. Yeah, and then just finish up with that. Let's move on to our last set. We're gonna stick to the same weight, and then we're gonna do a pose on after this. So we're probably gonna stick to 6 to 8 reps on this one. But let's go hard. We'll try to get as many as we can. Okay. That was good. Let's go pose down. All right, let's go home.
Okay, we destroyed legs today and we destroyed biceps. Unfortunately, I recorded everything in slow motion for my first few sets, which was for quads, where we did hack squats, we did leg extensions, and we did leg press. I recorded everything in slow motion, so if you see clips today of leg day, that's because I was able to fix it. But if you don't see clips today, or if you didn't see clips, that's because I wasn't able to fix it, unfortunately. But hopefully tomorrow I'm able to show a complete workout now that I'm a little bit better with the camera, as I today was kind of like a trial run to see kind of how I feel. But other than that, we tried to go as hard as we could. It was pretty it was a little bit of an annoying day today, just because we're messing so much with the camera and the lighting and everything, that I feel like we weren't focusing enough on our workout like we usually do. And so hopefully as we get a little bit more adjusted, we'll be able to just feel a little bit more smoother. We're not taking as many breaks, and we're just focusing directly on our workout, and just let the camera do the work for us, rather than the camera kind of working us. Because I feel like, man, the camera was stressing me out today. I was trying to make sure that like the footage wasn't too dark for everyone and the lighting was good. So I'm gonna mess around with some stuff today. Angel's gonna look some stuff up too, and we're gonna try to mess around with stuff. The good thing is that now we know that a full battery lasts a whole workout, and a leg day is honestly a little bit more of a longer workout. So that means on the other workouts like chest, triceps, and the other ones that we do, usually 2 body parts, that means that the camera battery is going to last us the whole time. I did order from Amazon 2 new batteries just in case, because you can never be too prepared. The last thing we need is for the camera to die on us halfway through the workout, because I know that some of the I don't know, for some reason, as I was looking for extra batteries, it just seems like camera batteries are just made super cheap. Because I didn't find any good ones or any good recommendations or anything like that. But if you do have a good recommendation for camera batteries that you recommend for the Sony ZV-E10, drop them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to check them out. I would appreciate that. So today is day 14. We're holding in pretty strong. Tomorrow's going to be day 15. And tomorrow we're going to be hitting chest, triceps, and hamstrings like I mentioned. We're going to try to go as hard as we can. And then, yeah, let's go drop off Angel, and then let's go home. We have around 14, I think, calories to play with, around 1,400. So we're going to see what we eat at home. And then, yeah, we're going to play with the cats a little bit, hopefully, if we can. And then, yeah, we're going to finish off. And there goes my little brother flexing in the background. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's workout.